GCC current affairs. Let's see today's topics. इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़। आज हमारा जो न्यू टॉपिक है वो हमारा इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़ है। तो हम इसको डिटेल में देखेंगे। टॉपिक्स हम हमारे ठीक है, क्या क्या टॉपिक्स में रहेंगे वो हम वन बाय वन देखेंगे गाइस। ओके ठीक है, लेट्स बिगिन। टॉपिक नंबर 1, व्हाट इट सेज, लेट्स सी। ब्लास्फेमी लॉज, faith and violence. Okay, so this is our first topic of international news. Okay, violent attacks on churches and Christians in Pakistan, Jallianwala, have turned the spotlight once again on the country's controversial ब्लास्फेमी लॉज। तो गाइस यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो ठीक है, रिसेंटली पाकिस्तान में ठीक है क्या हुआ, ठीक है वायलेंट अटैक हुआ, किसके ऊपर, चर्चिस के ऊपर हुआ, क्रिश्चियन के ऊपर हुआ। ठीक है, कहाँ पे एक्चुअली एग्जैक्ट ठीक है एरिया क्या है, जलियांवाला, पाकिस्तान में जलियांवाला ये एक एरिया है, वहाँ पे हुआ है। ठीक है, लेट्स सी। हैव टर्न द स्पॉटलाइट वंस अगेन इन द ऑन द कंट्रीज कॉन्ट्रोवर्शियल ब्लास्फेमी लॉज। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आप देखते हैं इसकी वजह से क्या हुआ, कंट्रोवर्सी हो गई है। ठीक है, ठीक है, ब्लास्फेमी का मतलब गाइस क्या है, यहाँ पे गॉड के प्रति कुछ ठीक है लैक ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट ठीक है ठीक है दी गई, इसकी वजह से। ठीक है, तो इसको हम बोलते हैं ब्लास्फेमी। क्या बोलते हैं इसको, ब्लास्फेमी। लेट्स सी गाइस, और एक टॉपिक को हम डिटेल में देखेंगे। लास्ट Wednesday, a mob attacked a Christian colony in Pakistan, Jallianwala, and burned 22 churches and looted a large number of houses, forcing hundreds of citizens of minority community to flee to neighboring areas. तो लास्ट वेनेसडे क्या हुआ, ठीक है वहाँ पे ठीक है लोगों की भीड़ ने क्रिश्चियन कॉलोनी पे ठीक है अटैक कर दिया उसके, ठीक है, और 22 चर्चेज़ को जला दिए। ठीक है, इसके साथ साथ में ठीक है लार्ज नंबर हाउसेज, फोर्सेज, 100 ऑफ सिटीजन। ठीक है, माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटी वहाँ पे क्रिश्चियन जो है माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटी है। ठीक है, और उनको वहाँ पे फोर्स किया गया। ठीक है, टू मूव टू द नेबरिंग एरिया। लेट्स सी गाइस, और थोड़ा डिटेल में देखेंगे इसको। द मोब डिमांडेड दैट पुलिस हैंड ओवर टू मैन हु दे क्लेम हैड कमिटेड ब्लास्फेमी लाइक प्रीवियस इंसिडेंट। द पुलिस एंड अदर लॉ इन्फोर्समेंट फोर्सेज स्टूड एज म्यूट विटनेस फॉर डेज बिफोर स्विंगिंग इनटू एक्शन। तो यहाँ पे ठीक है, यहाँ पे मोब ने क्या डिमांड रखी है, ठीक है, ये भी जो भी कुछ हुआ है वो पुलिस को हैंड कर दो। ठीक है, ठीक है, 2 मैन, ठीक है, ये जो भी लोगों ने चर्चेस को तोड़े, ठीक है, ठीक है, वो उनको पुलिस को हैंड ओवर कर दे। ठीक है, द मैन 2 मैन, ठीक है, वहाँ पे 2 मैन, ठीक है, 2 मैन हु दे क्लेम दैट कमिटेड ब्लास्फेमी। ठीक है, वहाँ पे जो ठीक है जलियांवाला में जो मोस्टली वहाँ पे जो 2 जन थे, 2 आदमी जो थे, उन्होंने ठीक है वहाँ पे ऐसा ठीक है मॉब ने डिमांड किया। ठीक है, वहाँ पे 2 जन ने ठीक है चर्चेस पे अटैक किया ऐसा। ठीक है, लाइक प्रीवियस इंसिडेंट द पुलिस एंड अदर लॉ एनफोर्समेंट फोर्सेज स्टूड एट म्यूट विटनेस फॉर डेज बिफोर स्विंगिंग इनटू एक्शन। ठीक है, तो गाइस ब्लास्फेमी के बारे में ठीक है गाइस और थोड़ा डिटेल में देखेंगे। दिस वाज नॉट an isolated incident in December 2021 in the industrial town of the Sialkot, nearly 50 km from Jallianwala. A Sri Lankan Buddhist Priyantha Diyanwada was lynched by the 100 at a factory where he worked as a manager for nearly 7 years. तो यहाँ पे गाइस देख सकते हो कि ये ठीक है ठीक है दिसंबर 2021 में भी ठीक है एक ठीक है हम यहाँ पे ठीक है इंडस्ट्रियल टाउन अगर बात करें इन दिसंबर 2021 इंडस्ट्रियल टाउन ठीक है वो ठीक है वो जगह का नाम क्या है, साइलकोट। ठीक है, वो जलियांवाला से 50 किलोमीटर दूर है। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे जो श्रीलंकन बुद्धिस्ट और ठीक है प्रियंथा दियानवाड़ा ठीक है इनको 100 ऑफ ठीक है इनको फैक्ट्री पर उस जगह पर इनको ठीक है 100 लोगों ने उनको क्या किया, लिंच किया। ठीक है, वेरी वर्क एज अ मैनेजर। ठीक है, प्रियंथा दियानवाड़ा ठीक है वहाँ पे वहाँ पे एज अ मैनेजर वर्क कर रहे थे नियरली फॉर 7 ईयर्स। लेट्स सी फॉर द गाइस, और डिटेल में देखेंगे। दियानवाड़ा वॉज एक्यूज ऑफ रिमूविंग द पोस्टर विद रिलीजियस रिमार्क। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ठीक है इनको बोला गया कि रिमूविंग ऑफ पोस्टर विद रिलीजियस मार्क। ठीक है, यहाँ 100 ऑफ ठीक है पीपल ने उनके ऊपर ठीक है लिंच किया। ठीक है, कहाँ पर, ठीक है दियानवाड़ा ठीक है वहाँ के वो फैक्ट्री के मैनेजर थे और 7 सालों के वहाँ पे काम कर रहे थे। लेट्स सी गाइस, यहाँ पे हमारा टॉपिक नंबर 1 फिनिश होता है इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़ का। लेट्स सी गाइस टॉपिक नंबर 2, focusing on a 30th amendment sends police power practical. Sri Lankan President Ranil टेल्स पार्लियामेंट। तो गाइस हमारा ठीक है सेकंड टॉपिक जो है वो ठीक है इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़ का जो सेकंड टॉपिक है गाइस वो श्रीलंका के ऊपर है। लेट्स सी ठीक है व्हाट इट सेज। ठीक है 13 अमेंडमेंट की बात कर रहा है पुलिस। ठीक है प्रैक्टिकल श्रीलंकन के जो प्रेसिडेंट है रानिल ठीक है टेल्स पार्लियामेंट। लेट्स सी गाइस और डिटेल में देखेंगे। प्रेसिडेंट विक्रम सिंह मेड सिमिलर पिच टू द तमिल पार्टीज इन जुलाई 23 डेज अहेड ऑफ हिज फर्स्ट ऑफिशियल विजिट टू इंडिया। तो श्रीलंका के जो प्रेसिडेंट है राइट नाउ गाइस विक्रम रानिल विक्रम सिंह ठीक है और उन्होंने ठीक है मेड सिमिलर पिच ठीक है टू द तमिल पार्टीज इन जुलाई। कभी किया है ना जुलाई 23 ठीक है डेट्स अहेड ऑफ हिज फर्स्ट ऑफिशियल विजिट टू इंडिया। ठीक है प्रेसिडेंट विक्रम सिंह ठीक है इनकी पहली विजिट थी ठीक है इंडिया के दौर पर। ठीक है गाइस और डिटेल में देखेंगे। श्रीलंका प्रेसिडेंट रानिल विक्रम सिंह ठीक है ये हमारे श्रीलंका के प्रेसिडेंट है गाइस इनका ठीक है इन्होंने जुलाई 2023 में इंडिया का विजिट किया। लेट्स सी श्रीलंका प्रेसिडेंट रानिल विक्रम सिंह ऑन अगस्त 9 रिएटेड दिस ऑफिसर टू द तमिल्स of implementing a 13th amendment without police officer while proposing a step by step approach to devolving the power to the province। ठीक है तो श्रीलंका के प्रेसिडेंट जो ठीक है रानिल विक्रम सिंह ठीक है श्रीलंका के प्रेसिडेंट रानिल विक्रम सिंह जो है ओके गाइस ठीक है तो ठीक है वहाँ पे 9 अगस्त बोल सकते हैं 9 अगस्त ठीक है उन्होंने ऑफिसर ठीक है रिएटेड टू द ऑफिसर ऑफ तमिल्स। इसके साथ साथ में उन्होंने क्या डिमांड रखी टू इम्प्लीमेंटिंग द 30th अमेंडमेंट। ठीक है 30th अमेंडमेंट को इम्प्लीमेंट करना है विदाउट पुलिस पावर ऐसा उनका कहना है वाइल प्रपोजिंग स्टेप बाय स्टेप अप्रोच टू डिवॉल्विंग पावर टू द प्रोविंस। गाइस और डिटेल में देखेंगे। अंडर द 30th अमेंडमेंट पुलिस पावर हैज़ मच द मोस्ट डेलिकेट इशू इन द ट्रांसफर ऑफ अथॉरिटी टू द प्रोविजन काउंसिल। ठीक है तो गाइस अंडर 13 अमेंडमेंट में क्या लिखा है पुलिस पावर हैज़ इमर्ज एज द मोस्ट डेलिकेट इशू। ठीक है तो यहाँ पे जो आप देख सकते हो गाइस ओके पुलिस पावर ठीक है एक इमर्ज मोस्ट डेलिकेट इशू है इन द ट्रांसफर ऑफ अथॉरिटी टू द प्रोविजन काउंसिल। एज अ रिजल्ट I propose that it might be more practical for us to initially focus on the reaching consensus concerning other power. He told Parliament in a special address. It is advisable to the progress step by step. Prioritizing the sensitive matters could potentially hinder the attainment of any mutual agreement. Mr. Vikram Singh said ठीक है उन्होंने ठीक है पार्लियामेंट में कुछ ठीक है ऐसी बात ठीक है उन्होंने ऐसा बोला है। गाइस लेट्स सी गाइस और डिटेल में देखेंगे। Mr. Vikram Singh said, even as a Tamil political parties, we continue to voice frustration over the delay and meaningful resolution of Sri Lanka national question। ठीक है तो यहाँ पे गाइस देख सकते हो ओके गाइस यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कि यहाँ पे जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है तमिल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ठीक है कंटिन्यू टू ठीक है टू वॉइस फ्रस्ट्रेशन ठीक है आप देख सकते हो ऑन डिले इन मीनिंग रिजोल्यूशन ऑफ श्रीलंका नेशनल क्वेश्चन। तो गाइस ये हमारा टॉपिक नंबर 2 था। ओके गाइस यहाँ पे टॉपिक नंबर 2 खत्म होता है। लेट्स सी टॉपिक नंबर 3 ऑफ इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़ गाइस। ओके लेट्स सी Topic number 3. China reiterates support for Sri Lanka's debt relief ahead of crucial IMF review. So guys you can see that China reiterates support for Sri Lanka debt relief ahead of a crucial IMF review. Okay so guys don't worry we will see in detail this topic. Okay Sri Lanka bilateral lenders yet to reach agreement on a debt treatment plan. So guys you can see the Sri Lanka bilateral lenders they reached to an agreement on a debt treatment plan. Okay guys we will see in detail. Sri Lanka Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena with the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi on the sidelines of the ongoing China South Asia exhibition in Kunming, China's southern Yunnan province. So guys you can see the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka is Dinesh Gunawardena and the Foreign Minister of China is Wang Yi. Okay so here the discussion happened. Okay ongoing China South Asia exhibition in where in Kunming where it comes in China southern Yunnan province. Okay guys let's see further about this topic. China has pledged help for Sri Lanka's debt challenge yet again even as the Ranil Vikram Singh government tries to finalize the terms of restructuring its foreign loan with a bilateral creditor. So here China again plays help for Sri Lanka's debt challenge again. Okay so even the Ranil the president of Sri Lanka tries to finalize the terms restructuring its foreign loan with a bilateral creditors. Okay guys I hope you understood. Okay guys here the topic number 3 is getting over. Guys let's see topic number 4 of international news. Let's see topic number 4. Antonian Guterres condemns assault against UN peacekeeper in Cyprus. Okay, let's see, guys. Okay, we will see in detail, guys. Okay, the UN chief has condemned an assault on Friday by Turkish separate security forces against blue helmets serving with the peacekeeping force on the divided Mediterranean island. So here the United Nations chief condemned condemned an assault which happened which happened on Friday by the Turkish separate. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. The security force against the blue helmets serving those who are serving with the peacekeeping force on the divided Mediterranean island. Okay, guys, so we will let's see, we will see it in in detail. Okay, let's see further. Spokesperson Stephen Dujarric said in the statement issued on behalf of Secretary General Antonio Guterres that several members of the UN peacekeeping force in Cyprus UNFICYP had been injured, while UN vehicle had also been damaged inside the buffer zone that divides the Turkish separate north and Greek separate south. So, guys, you can see here as the spokesperson of Stephen Dujarric was in his statement he said that in a statement issued on behalf of Secretary General Antonio Guterres that several members of the UN peacekeeping force in Cyprus, that is a short, if we say in short form UNFICYP, also had been injured, while UN vehicle had also been damaged inside the buffer zone. तो गाइस आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो, ठीक है, दैट डिवाइड्स, और ये बफर, ठीक है, ये डिवाइड करता है टर्किश सेपरेट नॉर्थ एंड ग्रीक सेपरेट साउथ. ओके गाइस, और हम थोड़ा इसको डिटेल में देखेंगे. Security Council mandate Mr. Dujarric said the peacekeepers had been preventing the unauthorized construction work in the Pile area. So here you can see Security Council mandate, who Mr. Dujarric said that peacekeeper had been preventing unauthorized construction work in the Pile area. Okay, let's see it according with the mandate provided by the Security Council and according with the mandate provided by the UN Security Council, guys. According to the news report, let's see, guys, further. According to news report, Turkish separate bulldozers move into a clear UN vehicle, bollards and barbed wires placed in the buffer zone, and 3 UNFICYP personnel require hospital treatment following the assault, including one who had been kicked to the ground. So according to the news report, Turkish separate bulldozer had moved into the clear UN vehicle, bollards and barbed wires which were placed in the buffer zone, and 3 UNFICYP personnel required hospital treatment following the assault. Okay, including one who had been kicked to the ground. UNFICYP also condemned that attack, saying in the statement that threat to the safety of a UN peacekeeper and damage to the UN property were unacceptable and considered serious crime under the international law, which we will have prosecuted to the full action of the law. So, guys, you can see, guys. Okay, you can see UNFIC also condemned the attack, saying in a statement that threat to the safety of UN peacekeepers and damage the UN property which were unacceptable and considered serious crime under the international law, guys, which will be prosecuted to full action of the law. So okay, so this was let's see, guys. Guys, we will see further in detail. Okay, constructively re-engage. He also called on the Turkish separate side to constructively re-engage with the UNFICYP to find a mutually agreeable way forward in the Pile area. The tension resulted from a plan by the Turkish separate authority to build a new road with which includes an area under the UN control, according to news report. So, guys, you can see he also called that a Turkish separate separate side constructively re-engage with UNFICY to find a mutually agreeable way forward in the Pile area. Okay, and the even the tension result from plan by Turkish separate authority who built new road, and this road and this area come under the UN control, according to the news report. As per as per the news report. Let's see, guys. Since a de facto ceasefire between the two sides on the island in August 1974, UNFICP has supervised ceasefire lines, provide humanitarian assistance, and maintain the buffer zone between the Turkish separate and the Greek separate force. Okay, guys, you can see since a de facto ceasefire which was happened between the two sides on the island in August 1974. Okay, and UNFIC has supervised the ceasefire line, provide humanitarian assistance. They help the people over there and maintain the buffer zone between the Turkish Cypriot and Greek Cypriot forces. The Secretary General also reiterated this long-standing call on the parties to refrain from taking any unilateral action that may raise tension and compromise the finding a mutually acceptable way forward. Guys, here you can see the Secretary of a Secretary General of a UN also reiterated that in the long-standing call on the parties to refrain from taking any unilateral actions. Okay, and that may raise the tensions and compromise the finding mutually acceptable way forward. Guys, here the topic number 4 of international is getting over. So guys, let's see the topic number 5 of international news. Let's see what is it. Building a digital army, UN peacekeepers fight deadly disinformation. So guys, you can see the topic number 5 is on building a digital army, and UN peacekeeper fight deadly information. Like guys, let's see, guys, in detail. Designing a way to fight back against falsehood that can trigger the tension, violence, or even death. The UN has been monitoring how mis and disinformation and hate speech can attack health, security, stability, as well as progress towards the sustainable development goals. Guys, you can see and this this digital army designed in such a way that to fight back against fight against the falsehood that can trigger the tension or violence or even death. UN has been has been monitoring the how to miss and dis can head can trigger heads and head speech can attack the health, or even can attack health, security, and stability, as well as towards the sustainable development goal, SDG. It has become clear that business as usual is not an option. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said that in a policy brief launch in June on information integrity on digital platform. So it was a clear. It has become clear. That business as usual is not an option. So UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said in his statement that policy brief launch in June, and which was on information integrity and digital platform. Let's see, guys, in detail further. The ability to disseminate large scale disinformation to undermine scientifically established fact poses an existential risk to humanity and endangers a democratic institution and fundamental human rights, he wrote in his brief. Okay, so UN Secretary General, in his brief, what he said, the ability to disseminate the large scale disinformation to undermine undermine scientifically established fact poses an existential risk to humanity, as well as endanger the democratic institution and fundamental human rights. Guys, let's see further. Countering deadly disinformation can be dangerous in other ways. Several UN missions have reported social media campaign in recent years together their peacekeeping work. Guys, you can see the disinformation can be dangerous in other ways also. So several UN mission have been taken. Okay, reported a social media campaign in recent year targeting the peacekeeping. Okay, guys, peacekeeping work in 2019. The UN mission in the Democratic Republic of the Congo (DRC), known by its French acronym MONUSCO, raised grave concern about the social media disinformation campaign calling for violence against the peacekeepers during an Ebola epidemic and following a deadly attack by the armed group in the restive eastern region. So, guys, you can see that during the you can see in 2019 the UN mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo, that is also known by its French acronym MONUSCO, that raised grave concern about social media disinformation campaign calling for violence against the peacekeeping during an Ebola epidemic. The campaign again during when it was Ebola epidemic. and following a deadly attack by an armed group in the restive eastern region. By 2022, the Security Council had adjusted the mandate of its four largest peacekeeping, the Central African Republic, CAR, Mali, and South African Sudan, added the task of preventing disinformation campaign aimed at undermining a mission credibility. Guys, here you can see the Operation DRC, Central African Republic, CAR, Mali, and South Sudan, and added the task for preventing what disinformation campaign aimed at undermining missions credibility. Guys, let's see further. This is a word that is going on through the social media, the radio, and traditional news outlet. Said Bintoy Keita, who heads MONUSCO fighting deadly disinformation, has been a painful curve to learn of this new battlefield, but the mission has now become proactive on social and other media platform to help stop its spread. And she added, so you can see, you can see this is the war that is going on through social media and the radio and television news outlets. Said Bentior Keita, and who is the head of the of MONUSCO fighting deadly disinformation, has been painful come okay guys, to learn of this new battlefield, but the mission now become a proactive. ये मिशन ठीक है, इसके बाद में क्या होगा, प्रोएक्टिव हो गया किधर, सोशल मीडिया पे हो गया गाइस, और उसके बाद में अदर मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म पे गाइस. ओके, क्यों, टू help to stop it disinformation. Okay, she added. Let's see guys, topic number 6 of the international news. Okay, DR Congo children facing a worst cholera outbreak in 6 years. So guys, you can see that our sixth topic is on cholera outbreak. Okay, in 6 years. Let's see guys, we will see in the detail. The worst affected province, North Kivu, has been more than 21,400 confirmed or suspected cases, including more than 8,000 children under the 5, according to the Ministry of Public Health. So guys, you can see that the worst affected province, that is the North Kivu, has been reported more than 21,400 confirmed or suspected cases, including 8,000 children under the 5. According to Ministry of Public Health के मुताबिक, this compared to 5,120 total cases in the all of the 2022, with the 1,200 of them children under 5. So guys, यहाँ पे आते से अगर हम कंपेयर करें 5120 total cases ठीक है 2022 में से, उसका में 1200 ठीक है were of the children which were under 5 years. The size of the cholera outbreak and the devastation it threatens should ring alarm bell, and said Shameza Abdullah, UNICEF UNICEF DRC Senior Emergency Coordinator based in Goma. So guys, you can see this is a size of cholera outbreak, and the devastation it threatens should ring alarm bell. Okay, according who said Shameza Abdullah, ठीक है okay guys, UNICEF DRC के Senior Emergency Coordinator है based in Goma. If urgent action is not taken with the next month, there is a significant risk that the disease will spread part of the country that have not been affected for the many years. तो guys, अगर urgent action नहीं लिया तो हो सकता है कि ये disease seriously क्या हो, ठीक है, spread हो जाए, ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद में tackle करना मुश्किल हो सकती है guys. Let's see the urgent aid for the displaced. The DRC, which shoulders the worst displacement crisis in Africa, is among the worst globally, with the more than 6.3 million displaced people across the country. तो guys, यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं DRC, which shoulder worst displacement crisis in Africa में हुआ है, ठीक है, worst is among the worst globally, more than कितना 6.3 million displaced people across the country. Displacement campaigns are generally overcrowded and overstretched, making the ripe for the cholera transmission guys. Okay guys, let's see detail में देखेंगे. There is also the danger it will be continue to spread the displacement side where the system are already overwhelmed and the population, especially children, it's highly vulnerable to illness and potentially death. Displaced families have already been through the so much, added MS Abdullah. So you can see displacement is a highly vulnerable to illness and potential death. Can displaced family also been through so much, added, according to Abdullah. UNICEF is calling for $62.5 million to scale up its prevention and response actually to the cholera and sanitation over the next 5 months. Okay guys, you can see UNICEF calling $62.5 million to scale up the prevention and response activity to the cholera and sanitation crisis over the next 5 months. Agency aim to reach 1.8 million people, including 1 million children, with a safe water, hygiene kits, latrine, medical supplies, and child-friendly cholera care. Currently, with this appeal is just 9% funded. Okay, guys, you can see the aim. The agency aim was to reach 1.8 million people, including 1 million children, with safe water, hygiene kit, latrine, medical supplies, and children-friendly cholera care. Currently, the appeal is just 9% funded. Okay, guys. So this was the last topic of international news. So I hope guys you understood my video. Please like and subscribe my video. Jai Hind.